habebitumus, nos habebitumus. Vivet academia, vivent professores, vivet academia, vivent professores, vivet membrem quae lit, vivet membra quae lebit, semper sint in flore, semper sint in flore.
Good morning. In case you didn't know, it's a happy day. It's a celebration. Ufedicet in toile mansue, si puluke, si chabasa, Jesus, si chabasa, South Africa, South Africa, die blauw van onze die diepte van ons oor ons ewige gebergtes, wij krans antwoord gee. Sounds the call to come together, and united we shall stand. Let us live and strive for freedom in South Africa, our land.
Please be seated. The university respects and recognizes all faiths, and in order to respect the major faiths observed by the UWC community, We have arranged for a spiritual leader each of these to lead us in prayer on a rotational basis. This morning, we will be led here by the Reverend Joshua Abrahams.
We gather here today in celebration and thanks. Therefore, let us pray. God, our Creator, Spirit of life, source of compassion, we thank you for this day. The wisdom to recognize our gifts as we serve you with gratitude. We thank you for the ability to study and for the gift of this precious institution. Thank you, God, for the love and support of family, friends, university community who have journeyed with our graduates. Will you bless these graduates as they pursue their dreams in unexpected ways? Will you provide them with the courage to move beyond their fear and doubt, to find strength in their capacity and to respect the diversity of your mind. Help them to be mindful that true success is born of meaningful relationships and a community that embraces peace and justice. O God, gracious Spirit, we ask that you'll bless them with patience as they explore new horizons. Shower them with humility, grace of success and abundance. O Lord, bless them with compassion for the marginalized and the suffering communities. With a generosity of spirit of the challenges to come. O Lord, will you bless their families, their friends, and this university community as we share of their accomplishments. This we pray in the name of God, our Creator, Sustainer, and our Keeper. Amen.
Now call upon Songezo Boy, the Deputy President of the Student Representative, to address you.
Good morning, everyone. Firstly, I am honored by this opportunity that I am given to address you on this special day. Now, with that being said, everyone who is in this venue today, especially the graduates, I greet you because today is your day, so you must enjoy it in whatever way and in whatever manner that you want to, but as long as it is responsible, of course. Also, the parents and the friends and the families of the graduates who are here today, because I know that you have been a pillar of strength to the graduates. We have supported them throughout their journey, whether financially or emotionally or in whatever way you gave graduates. So this too is your day. You must celebrate it. You'll agree with me when I say that the journey has not been easy. It has not been easy because this journey was filled with many challenges. The challenges that you know, I need to embed them. More so for Africans, those come from townships, and in rural areas, disadvantaged backgrounds, this has not been an easy journey for you. Trust me, I know. Challenge was that of being admitted to a university, because it is a known fact that there is a shortage of universities and colleges in South Africa. As a result, each and every year, more than half of learners who matriculate do not transcend the conditions of learning. They are forced to seek employment while others are subjected to unemployment. Each year, matriculants are forced to compete with one another into these limited university spaces. So indeed, we are lucky to be here. Another challenge you faced was that of staying in this university and actually finishing your courses. There are many reasons that could and have actually led others not being able to finish their studies. You all know these reasons. But through all of that, you persevered and you pushed through up until this point. You are now graduates. Congratulate you, and I'm happy for you. You deserve it. You deserve it, and all other things that are beautiful that are coming your way. That being said, please give yourself a round of applause. It is not my intention to bore you with long speeches, because this day is yours to celebrate. But however, beyond this war, beyond this day, exists a reality that I wish to bring into your cognizance. That reality is that, unlike other graduates of other parts of the world, are African graduates. Therefore, take interest in everything in Africa, progress. This is very imperative, because we, as a people, are affected by whatever state our country and Africa in general is in. We are affected by whatever our country is in. Africa is yet to be totally free and independent. And this can be vindicated by the living conditions of its majority of its population. Africans live lives of poverty and exploitation. It is a life of indignity and nothingness. This is due to the legacies of colonialism and imperialism, which prevent and regress development in Africa. Yet to be free as Africans, because this legacy of colonialism and imperialism is still persistent up until this day. Africa's natural human resources are exploited not for the betterment of its population. I enjoy a few Europe and few collaborators. Africa is not yet, and Africa will not free itself up until free Africa. Those who may be wondering how all talk about African politics is related to this ceremony, I wish to by saying that our lives are inseparable. Political decisions contributed to the state that you are in today as a country. And then secondly, Africa cannot be developed by anyone else other than Africans. That is the reality of Africa, our reality. Now, education plays a very critical role in the developing society. So it always gives me pleasure and joy and motivation. I see young African youth breaking all the academic boundaries and succeeding in their lives. It gives me joy. This is because education is a powerful instrument of action. Skills and knowledge that you are here can enable you to have a great contribution in the communities of which you come from. Education can do a lot for a developing country, just like South Africa. That is why, but that education must seek to speak to our realities, our living experiences. It must address living experience, our lived experiences. That is why we still call for decolonized and Afrocentric education. Our education must speak to our problems and our solutions. I must note, however, that in alone liberates. We will be totally liberated when we have regained the total control of Africa, and that is inside it. That is the only way we will be independent and free as African people. But education has a very important, as I've indicated much. It's not that Africa is proud and that's what you do, and whatever that, wherever you find yourself in the future, may you please remember Africa, because we are and Africa is us. Solution. I wish to plead with you to continue teaching yourself to your best abilities, because the development of self leads to the development of the society at large. I also wish you well in your endeavors. God bless you. Thank you.
Members of the executive management, deans of faculties, my colleagues from the academic and the professional sector, members of the S03, distinguished guests, and I'd like to acknowledge the presence of Professor Joel Babola from Ibadan University in Nigeria, our partner institution, and he's here as a guest of the Faculty of Education. Ladies and gentlemen, parents, guardians, and then of course our guests of honor this morning, the graduates of the Faculty of Education. Graduations are very special occasions in the life cycle of any university. And I'm so pleased this morning, not only because I'm from the Western Cape, I'm so pleased that it's raining this morning. Because in our culture, it has very significant meaning. And so today, on your special day, you are blessed with showers of blessing. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, as I stand here today, I'm filled with a deep sense of pride at the sight of what UWC is able to produce. Graduates with quality degrees and diplomas who can step into the world with their health. Graduates, I do know that your achievements did not come easy. Many of you came from far away places. Some of you had never left the familiarity of your families and your home before you took the brave decision to travel to Belleville and to enroll at the University of the Western Cape. You struggled with immense challenges like poverty, hunger, uncertainty about future, accommodation. Yet, you are this morning finally going to graduate from the university. On behalf of the university and on behalf of my colleagues, I would say well done and congratulations. We thank you to the parents, the guardians, the loved ones, the significant others in the audience today. Parents and guardians, we will never truly know the sacrifices you have made to ensure that your charge, your child, graduates today. UWC salutes you on the brave and the unselfish way in which you have supported your children or your charges. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, this is the third ceremony of 10 ceremonies that will be happening over the next 2 weeks. And during this 10 ceremonies, we will be conferring over 3,500 degrees, diplomas, and certificates. Can I get an amen? 3,500. How far this university has come from its humble origins. These 3,500 degrees, diplomas, and certificates includes 60 doctoral degrees, 127 master's degrees, 676 honors degrees, and more than 2,000 undergraduate degrees, diplomas, and certificates. For the statisticians and the number people, our postgraduate degrees graduating over the next 10 ceremonies constitutes more than 28% of our graduations. Remarkable achievement. On behalf of the university, once again, congratulations to you all. But Deputy Vice-Chancellor, even as we celebrate the achievements of our students, it would be amiss of us not to speak to the world that you are graduates and also your family, your parents are into a UWC. We are at an interesting and slightly frightening crossroads of our democracy. You know and I know, at this very moment, we have a multitude of commissions of inquiry into corruption and into state capture. Our government is struggling on fronts, including keeping the country's lights on. I read an article on the very sorry state of affairs in our country by Bani Pitiana, the former vice Bani Pitiana, the former Vice Chancellor of UNISA, and the current chairperson of the South African Human Rights Commission. Everyone to Google this article and read it. One of the most saddest, most searing indictments of our country. In the article, Mr. Pitiana writes about the disillusionment of the South Africa that once so much promise, but now it resembles, in his words, a horror movie. I quote from Mr. Pitiana, watching the shenanigans that reveal themselves on our TV screens, the Indo Commission, the Public Investment Corporation inquiry, the VBS scandal, and the escalating trouble of Eskom, I ask myself where these people come from. It's like a horror movie, but it is the story of our lives. It's the story of a South Africa that has lost its way. Graduates, you as young people, also all South Africans must be asking themselves, what can we do to help? What can we do to ensure that democracy works as promised in the Constitution? The first thing that we have to do as South Africans is to ensure that we vote on May 8th. That is our civic responsibility. Like you, I am as ambivalent as voting. I believe that we should never look upon our right to vote as something to be dismissed, something to become, because that right was won through hard sacrifice. But it is also a right that entrusts you as ordinary citizens with a responsibility to ensure that those that govern us have our confidence through our vote. Parents, guardians, young graduates, I urge you, go vote and help make South Africa work. In addition, Mr. Pitiana also talks about the courage and the boldness that is needed to rebuild our country. We think at UWC that we've done enough to instill that courage and that boldness in our graduates. Graduates, during your time at UWC, you have acquired many skills that stretch far beyond those that you have in the classroom. These skills, we believe, will stand you in good stead as you enter the world of work and society. From your very first year, you have learned to engage with a diverse campus community. You've had to step out of your comfort zone and develop your social and communication skills. You had to acquire the ethic of hard work and discipline. We believe that without that hard work and discipline, you would not be here today. Without you doing it, you have learned to be resilient, you have learned to be determined, and you have learned to be focused. You know that many of your classmates who journey with you is not here today. You are. When you are tough and you encountered problems, you did give up. Do not give up on South Africa. Regard the lessons that you have learned at UWC, preparation lies ahead in your life's journey. Furthermore, also remember that you are graduating from a university that you can be extremely proud of. Next year, this university will be celebrating 60 years of existence. And during that 6 decades, the university has experienced tremendous and development. It has completely changed from the institution that it was envisaged to be in 1959. Last year, the Minister of Higher Education visited the university to open some of our new buildings. And in the building, she said to us, UWC should no longer describe itself as a historically disadvantaged institution. Instead, she said we should be describing ourselves as a historically black institution that has become a symbol for what South Africa can really be. The reason for saying this is that she believes that through our hard work, through our dedication, we have outgrown the label of being disadvantaged. Aside, we don't agree with it because the historically disadvantaged institutions are the focus of development, and us losing that means we lose out on the opportunity to benefit from that development. Throughout our 6 decades of existence, whatever you wish to call us, whether you wish to call us UWC or Bush University as it was known, or as the younger generation calls it, UW, whatever you wish to call us, Minister Pandor was correct about the tremendous growth and development at this university. Today, we have 7 faculties. We produce more than half of South Africa's oral hygienists and dentists each year. We have the largest concentration of astronomers in astrophysics that will be working on the world's powerful radio telescope, square kilometer array. At UWC, we engage with matters of real significance, matters that makes a difference to the society of which we are part. Be it seeking answers to diseases like tuberculosis or preparing new generations of lawyers, scholars, or foundation phase teachers. We do this because we are committed to providing our students environment of teaching and research excellence. We do this because we are committed to the development of our communities. We do this because we are committed to our country, to the development of our continent, and to contribute to the global challenges in our world. Graduates, like your university, you have shown resilience, determination, the ability to go the distance in achieving your goals. I am confident will carry you through the next phase of your lives. As you move out into the world, much will be demanded and be expected of you. Caution you today. It will be easy to lose your way in a culture that sends a message that it is okay to take the easy way out, that it is okay to behave in a individualistic manner. Or as Bani Pitiana describes us, and this for me is the saddest indictment. Bani Pitiana says we aggressively free, selfish, individualistic, and greedy society where everyone only cares for themselves and for their own. You will have to guard against believing that the world works only according to those who have the most. You will have to guard against crass consumerism and materialism. That is hard, because it will require you to live with integrity, to live with kindness. If you do this, if you carry out the values that we have to instill in you at UWC, you will contribute to making the world a better place. And I'm confident that as a university we can rely on you to do your part. Finally, graduates, when you enter this hall today, you arrive as students of UWC. When you leave, you do so as graduates and alumni of this institution. Be as proud of UWC as UWC is of you. Go out into the world and make us proud. Congratulations once again. And an item song will now be rendered by Jandre Gabriels. we are entertained like that every day. Thank you, Chandra. This is it, your moment. I know some of you are able to stretch out that moment. You are aware that being live all over the world. Many of our alumni in other parts of the world watching you on computer screens. So if you need it quickly, stick or hair, now is the moment. By authority vested in me, shall now admit the candidates who voted me and the candidates who were not able to do the ceremony to degrees, diplomas, and certificates in the university.
Vice-Chancellor, the candidate Hamwenase Shikalepo Hamakali will be introduced to you by his supervisor, Professor Siva Senior.
Of Hafeni Vasesh Hamakali's thesis, assisting students in English for academic purposes, all assessment tools, writing instruction. The EA is now synonymous with the agenda for colonization of students' mind, mental and abilities. The one-size-fits-all practices that constitutes this hegemonic prevalence have systematically diminished students' voice, agency, and subjectivity in their attempts to master academic skills. Against this backdrop, the study investigates the dynamics and fallouts of integrating alternative assessment practices as a way of celebrating the diversity characterizes the lecture students of the University of Namibia Center. By the same token, the promise alternative assessments have for fostering agency practice place to decolonize their mind. The findings of the study could serve as a guide to designing, planning, and administering alternative to effectively the academic abilities of Namibia.
I would like to confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy Hafeni Pamwena Shipo. Vice-Chancellor Lisa Haman will now be introduced by her supervisor, Professor Zelda Groener.
The title of Lisa Hammond's PhD thesis is Critical Theory, Formative Learning, and a case study on this learning program. Mindfulness is emerging as an important dimension of teaching and learning of educational texts and systems in the Western world. This study focuses on a mindfulness stress reduction program which is offered in Cape Town. This study uses Habermas's and Mesereau's transformative learning theory to investigate the relationships between mindfulness, emancipation, and social change. The thesis generates new knowledge about mindfulness and embodied learning. New theoretical perspectives suggest that mindfulness can facilitate participatory embodied learning, which has potential to contribute to change.
I request you to confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy on Lisa. Chancellor, I request you to confer the degrees of following candidates. Aether Davis. Nwabisa Viveki. Antoinette Stolz. Mette Adams Gardner. Olubukola Marian Babalola. Vice Chancellor, I request you to confer the degree Bachelor of in Honors on the following candidates. Lishka Buchols, cum laude. Lam cum laude. Ricardo James van Niekerk, cum laude. Fasicha Arense. Patrick Akhosi. Vuisek Primrose Baliso. Edwin Mane Conferral. Tariq Shed. So Yvonne. So Kondwa. Domzandi Dondi. Evelyn Gavdas. Nate Phyllis. Isa Cabo. Unachi. Pembekile Mepe. Nabi Isaac. Lisa Classe. Nombulelo Abongile Maqadi. Madoda Kuthala Mambengu. Baba Lauren Mangwali. Noloyiso Hoshia Como. Rakanda. Patrick Sete. Matiki Siphoso Xolo Jocelyn Mazibela. Ronald Puthi Bangele. Lindiwe Vaina. Kelwa Khanyiswa Nomga. Ane. Gata. Peterson. Linda Khan. Cynthia Poswa. Justin Pretorius. Nzuzo. Snes. Ele Saleni. Anzaha. Veronica Sigu. Spele Candice So. Muhau did steadily. And Van Bloomstein. Malika Nadine van de Medel. Zukiswa and La Vasefal. Zile Kakana. Namasbonge. Education and psychology. Chancellor, request degree Bachelor of Education on Psychology on the candidate. Mark cum laude. Carl Mag cum laude. Simone. Gretchen Simone, cum laude. Carmen Simone. Musfiko Keno. Wal Dolly. Bronwyn Kristen Evans. Chantel Wood. Megan Cheryl Ann Mullin. Abigail Joy Roberts. Simon. Is it on us? No. Oh, I see. Vice Chancellor, I request to the degree Bachelor of Education, Learning and Life Orientation on the following candidates. Joy Abraham. Adams, summa cum laude. Emily Cecilia, summa cum laude. Alicia Rachel, summa cum laude. Karen Jacobs, summa cum laude. Saran Links, cum laude. Marian McThomas, cum laude. Felicia summa cum laude. Abigail summa cum laude. Summa Bazir Lushane Oriel Shamash Beaton, cum Cupido, cum laude. Tiffany David. Jolene Esterhuizen, cum laude. Jane cum laude. Chaz Ward. Claire Manuel cum laude. Marceline Oliva cum laude. Demi Erin Poncello. Zinette Gon. Wafika Cliff. Cum laude. Shelley. Thank you, Shelley. Well done. Smith. Sorry. Timothy cum laude. Jean Adams. Zuhair. Tristan Lee. Ampo. Marisa Kim Anthony. Alexander Damien April. shall see Elder Blom. John Blom. Emil Bock. Grace Sharon Brown. Lauren Eve Chetty. Klassen. Klute. Shandre Elisha Constance. Rosh Patricia Cornelius. Lauren Lee Daniels. And David. Davids. Sumaya Davids. Queen Debray. Akolile Dlabane. Sharon Dwa. Tobek Janki. Dile Faleni. Anna Litenjwa. Mushfik Hillary Ponga Veronica Lonel Hendricks. Nashminisa Jacobs. Clayton Jacobs. Nick Patty Jindela. Susan Gerard Joseph. No May Vilesa. Till Kuber. Yasmin Kwa. Go Jason Kunzi. Busiswa Kwat. Malaysia Manchinyane. Clarissa Lynn. Hassan Mana. Ayla Low. Rosha Abigail. Kelsey Madden. Laura Majai. Dwayne Maraitis. Martin. Jean Matthews. Anele Mela. Ayabulela. Annelise Tula. Nosisa Inge. Karen Rihanna Noel. Michaela Dick Pedro. Linda Nomadia. Helen Trudy Poswayo. Shumane Nicole Kiss. Franklin Nol Babalo Simone Anastasia Conti Kate Linder. Shan Juan Penny two Valentina and Paul. Lake Asha van Jubilee van Mohammed Ismail Washerman. Mevin Williams. I request for the degree of education in social science for candidates. Ishmael Ode. Mark Adams. Dilna Clicker. Amir Nas France. Put M.L. Ayana Vermeulen. B. Request you to Conferral of Education, Language and Social Science. Suma.
Abigail Michaela Swart.
Cum laude. Mary Bo Nezrin Hendricks, cum laude. Patino, cum laude. Jade, cum laude. Jenny Benedin. Sharonay Denster. Aaron for Fiokazi Not dong. Always. For the degree bachelor education on the Vincent cum laude. Dana cum laude. Farka Kosi Kotori Chubido Larry Fielding Minister Jenico Nicholas Hugo Win Shanson Keynes Martin Abongi Left Sandile Malcolm Jesse Williams I request you to confer the Bachelor of Education following cum laude. Extend cum laude. Owen cum laude. Cum laude. Linda laude. Sage cum laude. Pinar. Reika and cum laude. Aisha April. Sabo breakfast. So, Ray Haimi Gideon. Biwe Tlasela. Ta Clint. Karim. Nzwaman Freeze.
With the award advocate.
Deputy Vice Chancellor on the following Happy Amadisa Laude. Michael those are brothers. Two are Kenneth Kento Meya Sebe Anthea Taylor Thanks. Deputy Vice Chancellor, I request you to the higher demand, okay, in education to the following. Cum laude. Commented. Tula Mlungisi Mavis Ngubombi Polwa Balo Spokuhle Stevens Yolanda Vice Chancellor, I request you to award the advanced diploma education on the following day. Letitia Dean Hens Numfu Pat Deputy Vice Chancellor, I request our higher in other teaching element on the following Mariana Damons cum laude. Jacqueline Lucia Sifu Siobhan Stall. Berenice Labez
for us. But because the education is our say how we graduates. That's the role from now on. There was this war to all our viewers today, our friends and audience. Graduations of joy and happiness. They start having two things, a degree you can take. It's the line, only you did that. You carry you, who guide you. So I'd like to ask, and first of all, acknowledge your mentors, your students, your lecturers, you as well. And then, and then strength your love, your others, audience. Give them down low etc. You can go ahead. Thank you. I saw visitors looking around. They were saying, I am the Thank you, please. Thank you. All things must come to an end. This congregation of University Western Cape is now dissolved.